Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. Can I give a big shout out to Peter De Freitas? I hope you're getting well, Peter. Big shout out to Canada's boxing channel and Andy's Cabin. We'll have you boys on next week. Looking to get Jerry on sometime next week, if that's all right with you, Jezza. Right, here we go. Anthony Joshua, aka Big Meech, Big Stiff, protected fighter, yes. CV, piss poor. We all know the dance, don't we? We all know what's gone on, don't we? Right, we're not stupid, are we? We're not stupid people. But why is he hanging around in the sport at the moment? He's not had a fight in 6 months. He's got nothing booked in. So why ain't he picking at somebody in the top 10 to show that he's still got it? You know, back in the day, if you lost, you'd want to be fighting somebody in the top 10, wouldn't you? Right? You won't want to be hearing all these YouTube lickers, these camera jockeys, interviewing Eddie Hills, and going on about Anthony Joshua fighting for a world title in his next fight for the WBO against Parker. If Usyk vacates, oh my God. Disappointing to Duke McKenzie. Disappointing. I had him down as up there, but even he looks like he's been straightened out now. He's coming out saying, well, I can see Parker and Anthony Joshua. Duke, why are you not saying that Joshua's not entitled to fight for a world title in his next fight against Parker? The first one was a stinkinator. Is everybody missing something here? First one was a stink up, and Joshua's just coming off a shallacking off Dubois. So how can they maneuver him into a world title shot? Hey, you'd be better off seeing Moses Aitome, wouldn't you? Against Parker. Or do they want that one for Joshua when Joshua's really finished? I mean, Joshua is scared of his own shadow. He was frightened to pull the trigger in the Dubois fight. He was frightened in the Franklin fight. He was cautious in the Hellenius fight. The only one he wasn't cautious with, well, and he was cautious in the fight. The only one he weren't cautious with was the Ngannou fight, and he was having his second professional fight as a boxer. Anybody's going to let your hands go if it's a guy in his second fight. The guy's scared of his own shadow. I'm not saying he's not frightened to throw a punch hard at a punch bag, but once you throw him in a ring, you know you're going to get hit back off somebody, don't you? You know what I mean? So it's going to be risk reward, and that is they want Tyson Fury. It's the biggest fight out there. Fury absolutely poleaxes him inside about 4 rounds if they fight. And he's shot to shit. You've only got to look at his style. He don't throw as many punches. He don't throw as many feints. He's taking rounds off. He's going for walk. He's holding longer. It's all, I've got all the statistics here. All the signs of an aging fighter. I pointed this out with Josh Warrington and everybody hammered me for it. I pointed it out to Carl Froch personally, and he took it on board. Carl Froch, he knew he'd come to the end. Lennox Lewis took the advice off, not me, but other people back in the day. He knew he were coming to the end, and they got out at the right time. Carl Zaggy knew he was fucking getting clipped too much. He got out, didn't he? He got dropped against 2 men, 40 odd in his last 2 fights, Jones and Hopkins. Got them at the right time. What I want to make is Joshua is a busted flush. He's not calling out Zhang. He's not calling Caballero, but he'll take the Parker fight. Parker ain't no great shakes. He's been beating fat old men. Joshua's already beat him once in a stinker. But why would the boxing fraternity let Anthony Joshua come back for a world title fight after the shallacking he took? Is he entitled to fight for the world title in his next fight? No, he ain't, but they're going to do it because it's commercially viable. Them 2 words that we're sick of hearing from that shithouse's mouth, In the blue corner from Billy Ricky, the Iceman, Eddie Hills. Hills with his Fantasy Island stories about being an amateur boxer that never happened. Oh, no, it wasn't in the name of Eddie Hearn, it was Eddie Hills. My dad didn't want it in my real name. What a load of waffle. Everybody know it was Barry Hearn's son. Jesus Christ. What waffle? Eddie, once you tell a waffle, you've got to tell another one. Shut it down. Pop, pop, bang. No footage of Brian's only son and heir to the throne having these amateur fights, ripping through the super heavyweight division in the amateurs as a late teenager. Oh my God. Nobody's pulling him up on this bullshit. Jesus Christ. What I want to know is this. How come Eddie Hills couldn't make the Anthony Joshua Wilder fight? He couldn't make that when they were undefeated. He couldn't make Joshua and Fury when they were undefeated. The two biggest fights in boxing, he couldn't pull it off. That's because Joshua's got a fragile chin. Come on, boys and girls, wake up. Anytime it's anybody who can crack, he's not interested. It's craziness. It's absolute craziness. Nobody's picking up on it. None of these YouTubers, and they all know the boxing. Kogan knows his boxing. He's been going 15 years. Puppy Parsons were asking proper questions when he started. He's been softened up. Now we've got Duke McKenzie with his tongue stuck up them. Oh, I can see Parker Joshua. Duke, as I just said, you should be saying Joshua's not entitled to that fight. The mind is commercially viable and he puts bums on seats. Joshua's not entitled to a world title shot. You should be saying that, Duke. You mind waxing lyrical about Parker? Parker's beating fat old men. Zhang and Bakoli and Chisora twice. Come on, Duke. Get with program. You've been softened up. They're all getting softened up, all these ex-world champions. It's embarrassing. They all want to get to Saudi to get their hands on the lolly and get their sons in the mix for pundit jobs. It's a joke. And you know what? I keep looking at these people, your Simon Jordans and Duke McKenzies and other former world champions, and I'm thinking, wow, they all start out positive, don't they? And then they get a smell of some Bristow gravy and they lose their minds. Joshua's last world title win 2020, Duke McKenzie. 2020. It's middle of March here, 2025. He's got no booked. If he does get something booked, it'll be July, August. You're getting on for 5 years without a world title winner. The last one was Pull-Up, an old dug-up man who wasn't a world champion at the time. He's now a WBA regular guy. Oh my God, he's going to fight a white collar. They're in negotiation to fight a white collar guy. That's what this is boxing 101, boys and girls. Doing me head in. That's about it anyway. Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. Go on, pop, pop, bang. Leave a comment, or if you want to get very personal and leave a very good comment, or tell me what you think about the video without showing your name on the comment section. It's very simple. Do what the rest of them do. Go and invent a fake email and send me it and waste your time. Pop, pop, bang.